Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
Putting on a podcast.
Hey there.
Hello.
Welcome back to Clickbait, or welcome to Clickbait if it's your first time.
I hope it's not your first time because we're 24 episodes in.
Yeah, man. That's half a year almost.
Yeah. Well, we did talk to somebody that is on episode 8.
Yeah.
They just
what
found
a fun
us.
Journey they're on, hey?
I know.
It only gets better, I can tell you. Well, they won't hear this until they're already
For
through
a
them.
while. Yeah, it's been a while.
But it gets better, right? It gets better. Yeah?
I think it's gotten better.
Yeah? Okay. I realized the other day thinking about the show that I never say, hey, how's it going? How you doing?
Well, we live together, so you know how I'm doing.
Yeah, but should we tell our audience that you're doing swell? I'm doing okay? Are you doing
this
okay?
Isn't a podcast about us. I am doing.
They're like, just get to the point already.
I know. They're like, we don't
Jeez.
care about you. We care about 21 Pilots because this is a 21 Pilots podcast.
It is Clickbait podcast, a 21 Pilots podcast.
Yes.
For you. Okay. Should we get right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Number one on the agenda for you in the news is, what do you got there?
Our logo keeps changing. Sorry for those of you that are confused. We wanted a different logo. When we first made this one, I had an idea of what I wanted, but I've realized as we've gone on that you can't really see our name. You can't really tell what it is. I mean, if you're a 21 Pilots fan, you can see the skeleton key on there. So you know that that's what it is. But
You mean our old logo, right?
yes,
Yeah,
our old one with the paint splatters. And
Okay.
everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I kind of was just playing around. I wasn't planning on changing the logo, but I was just kind of playing around with some different ideas. And I sent you one, and you actually really liked it.
Yeah.
And so we changed it. And I got some feedback from people that said it looks like it's very AI generated, which kind of bothered me because I spent hours on this thing. Color matching and finding the right image that I wanted and changing the transparency and tinting at different things. And it took me a really long time, actually. And so it just has been in the back of my mind, really bothering me. But we decided to change it, right? We decided that's the one we're going to go with.
Yeah, we went for it anyway.
And we were like, screw you. We know we made it. But
Yeah, I'm like,
then
hey,
somebody-
you look AI.
right.
That's what I like to say back to people that are so AI sensitive.
I know. But then somebody took a phenomenal picture of Tyler holding the light up microphone really close up. And I thought, oh, I wonder what it would look like if I just took his hands and made his hands holding our microphone that I made. And so I did that and I sent it to you and you're like, yeah, it just looks a little weird.
Yeah.
So then I thought, what if I just put the microphone, Tyler holding his microphone? It looks kind of cool.
I love it.
So
I'm into it.
we stuck with it.
I don't think
So it's
I
our
don't
new
think the
logo.
logo matters. A popular thing with the big time podcast now is just to put the picture of whoever they're interviewing or whatever the topic is of the week. It changes every week. So
Oh, that's weird.
they have their baseline logo, which maybe is text or something, but then every week it's got the picture of the interviewee or something. So it's
Okay.
I don't think logos are as important as they were back in the day. Just sound quality is important, but it doesn't have to be incredibly clean. In 2020, to make your podcast take off, it had to be perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it's whatever. People
Right.
listen anyway. If people want to listen, they're going to listen.
Okay. I think my main thing with the logo is I just want it to look professional. It doesn't look like we're doing this in our living room.
But we are doing it in our living room.
I know. It was a joke. That was the joke.
I think it looks great.
So.
And you're doing great with all the posting and all the video creation. I don't know if everyone knows out there, but you are the artistic person behind this show. The logo,
I work hard.
all the social medias you see. I just talk into the microphone and hit the button that, That's all I do. That's my role in this podcast. So anything you're seeing visually out there, that is all you.
It's me. Thank you.
Yeah, keep up the good work, man.
Yeah, I try. I work really hard. Sometimes the videos turn out a little funky, but I try.
It happens. You're not a video producer.
I am not.
You know? It is what it is.
I have no design experience whatsoever.
Let's not go there because you are quite good at what you do, but you're just not. That's not what you do.
That's not what I do.
So,
nope.
It's like you're doing the best you can with the tools you have, and I think it's coming out quite nice.
Thank you.
All right, what's next?
Well, anyway, I was just going to finish this topic off with let us know what you think. Do you like the new logo? Do you like the old logo? We can go back to the old logo. I just was playing around and thought it looked cool. So let us know what you think on socials at clickbait_pod. And we are now on Facebook.
Yeah.
So for you older generation, because apparently that's where all the old people go, find us there too.
And I will say we are not going back to the old logo, so it doesn't really matter what you say.
Oh, why are we
We'd
not?
love to hear it because I like the new one.
Oh,
and this is our show, and I don't care.
Okay.
And option C, just tell us you don't care what the logo is. It could be just,
sure,
a smiley emoji.
I think
you would still listen.
I think my main thing is that when we post things and it has like the name of the podcast, I wanted to capture people's mind and go, oh, there's a podcast. Like I want them to see the title and be able to know that that's what it is.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I'm really proud of is the amount of listeners we have, and we're still doing the old school, just audio only medium, because like every podcast now is watch our episodes on YouTube and like, okay, well, that's a TV show. To me, this is a podcast. Just because you're talking on a microphone and it also goes to podcasts, but it's mostly YouTube, that's a show. Sure. That's a TV show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure we would have way more followers if we did that, but we want to stay true to the music and keep our faces, covered from you all.
We still haven't figured out how to not have our faces on there, but do YouTube at the same time.
Yeah. So YouTube's not a thing for us in the near future. Just, it is what it is.
Yeah, we're trying, but I can't.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for being old school. Keep it up.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Festivals. Holy moly.
Holy festival.
I'm sorry. Did they not say they were going to take a break? Because this doesn't feel like a break. Does not feel like a break. So their festival calendar is filling up.
Well, hold on.
Okay,
I think the Clique said, oh no, they're going on break / hiatus.
He said they were going to.
We should pull that letter up. I think all they did was say, aside from some festivals, we don't know what our tour schedule looks like.
But I think he says a few festivals.
Well,
this is like more than a few. Tyler Joseph. Tyler Robert Joseph. I'm going to use your whole government name here.
He needs a language lesson from you.
You need to figure out what a few is. Anyway.
So you're complaining about the amount of shows.
I'm not. I mean, all summer I'm going to be sad because people are going to be posting about all these amazing festivals and we're going to go nowhere near them.
Yeah, but everybody live streams,
it makes me sad.
So it's like being there.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I like it. Yeah. I'm okay with it.
So take a look at their festival calendar. You can actually go on. I didn't know this because I thought, oh, it's only for tour or whatever. But if you go on to their tour, like their website, and then they have like merch, tour, that stuff. If you click on tour, it has all the dates of every festival they're doing so far.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to go to the one in Romania because I'm sorry, how cool would that be to be at a castle in Transylvania watching 21 Pilots?
Yeah, our kids, the masterminds behind our intro, that was a nice voice crack there. They said, well, Romania sucks. Why would you want to go there? It's just because they want to go. Romania is awesome.
Excuse me?
It would be great.
They don't even know.
I know.
Our daughter's like super obsessed with it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's the Electric Castle Festival and it's going to be at Banffy Castle in Transylvania. And I think that would be amazing, except that plane tickets would be just for us to get there and back would be $4,000. So,
well, listen,
it's not tickets or accommodations or.
I think we should phone a friend here, and Tyler, Josh, we know you're listening. Bring us with you.
So we can report on it.
We're big fans. Yeah. We'll report on it. I'll hold you up in the crowd stand, which I've done before.
Could we write it off on taxes as a business expense?
Oh, maybe. It might be a red flag, but we could try it.
Give us a call. Let us know.
Yeah. It's worth a try. Why not? Let's do it.
Hey, we're definitely in the black on this business then.
Yeah.
Speaking of tours, though, we're doing the touching thing again. We're doing the touching and the grabbing and the inappropriate
Yeah.
Like,
did someone pull him into the barricade?
Personal space. Yes. So somebody pulled Tyler into the barricade. Apparently this happened to Billie Eilish just recently too.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's, like,
I haven't seen the Tyler one, but I saw the Billie Eilish one.
I saw a video that had that, and then some woman going like, she must have been drunk out of her mind to be like going crazy during trees. And I can't find it again because people are like, where is this? Because I posted about it. People are like, where's the video? I'm like, I cannot find it. I don't know where I saw it. And went in every one of my groups. I like literally can't find, I don't know where it is. But yeah, so somebody pulled Tyler into the barricade. Apparently, and I didn't see this when I saw the video, but again, I saw the video like as a flash, like quick thing. Apparently, like you could see the fire in his eyes about how mad he was about this. And he like beelined it out of that area. Did not fist bump, high five after that.
Good for him. I wouldn't have either.
I don't blame him either. Yeah, no, I don't blame him at all. And then apparently there were also men that were cussing at him for not high-fiving them.
Come on, guys.
And a woman was, and now I'm gonna preface this because a couple of people made a comment about this, and she was twerking during trees. Now listen, I really
don't think you should do that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with twerking in general. Like, fine, go for it. I mean, it's a little vulgar, but like other people pointed out, this is not a twerking, cussing,
weed smoking.
It's
not this kind of
audience.
Show. Yeah.
Like, read the room. Trees is not the song we twerk to. Twerk to Lavish.
Please make a t-shirt.
Twerk to, I don't know, even Lane Boy. Twerk away.
Please make a t-shirt that says trees is not what we twerk to. It's not the
song we twerk to. I think that should be our new tagline. This is trees is not the song we twerk to.
Yes, I will remember that. That's a good one.
So, yeah. Again, not knocking the twerking. I can't do it personally. If you can, like, wow, good on you. But
I think I can a little bit.
The song for it, I don't think. And I think that's what kind of, made people a little upset.
I'm just like picturing now, like twerking to Lavish or any of their songs. They're not
twerking songs.
They're not twerkable songs. Yeah. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, but again, we're doing the touching and the grabbing and the expecting that they're going to high five us and expecting that we have the right to touch their body in any way.
All right, listen, I'm going to throw this out there.
All right, because we've said this a million times. I don't want to take too much time on this.
And I'm old school. I do like some old school bands, but like, for example, you go see the Eagles, and anyone that has been to concerts or works at concerts or in venues will tell you, like, they just stand on the stage and play their instruments for 2 hours, and they go,
sure,
I'm playing devil's advocate here and just, throwing it out there to be even across the board. They are going into the audience.
Yes,
so there
is
going to be some expectation of reaching out and touching, whatever. The aggressive pulling, not a thing. But the more and more these artists go out and do a walk to the B stage or do a crowd stand or whatever, like, things are going to happen. So,
yes,
I think there's a very fine line there that everyone needs to walk. I
think my issue here is, and I'm not like a feminist by any means, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a feminist, not at all. Just that's not me personally. I do believe in rights and all that stuff, of course. But what really bothers me, and we saw it in one of our shows, and I think it was the Hartford show. Josh was walking to B stage and some woman literally put her hand out and rubbed his entire chest from chest to abs all the way down as he walked. And even everybody around us was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was on the screen because we're watching Josh walk. So it was just very like uncomfortable. And I'm thinking to myself, if Taylor Swift is walking through B stage, no one's going to reach out and touch her chest to her stomach.
Well, if they do, that's bad.
Because she's a woman. And everybody would freak out if that happened.
Yeah.
And yet here we are just allowing Josh's naked chest to be groped and touched by some woman.
But again, the naysayers would say he took his shirt off.
Caring. So. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, Taylor barely wears clothes. She's wearing like little sequensy bathing suit, basically.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not the point.
I hear you.
That's not the point. The point is, like, sure, extend your hand. Yes, like you said, they're walking through the crowd. There should be some sort of expectation that we might get a high five or something of that nature. Put your hand out.
But when you don't get one, you don't cuss them out or pull them into you. That's a little much.
Put your hand out. Let it sit there. If they touch it, they touch it. If they don't, they don't. And you just move on. We don't grab clothes. We don't pull them. It's like the stingrays at the stingray pool. You just put your fingers in and let them brush you.
Let them, yeah.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. So for tours moving forward, tonight included, let's do better, people. Okay.
Well, I think
stop with the touching.
I do love the sassiness this is causing, though. Like you said, he had a fire in his eyes. I kind of dig that because, you know, as a man of advancing age, I get quite set in my ways and sassy about things too. And I really love, I don't remember what show it was, but he's like, you know, just playing on the piano kind of in between songs. And he's like, anybody got a question or something? If someone raises their hand and he goes, what?
I think that was last night in, what was it, Alpharetta?
Yeah, I don't know, but he's like, what? And the guy like, blah, blah, blah. And he goes like, what? You? I'm talking to you. And the guy's like, oh, and he goes, I thought you had a question. And he's like, he just goes, like completely throwing shade
like
at this guy. And yeah, he's like, so impatient. Like, we got a curfew. Shut up, you know? And I think it's funny.
Well, he shouldn't have said, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. I think it's funny, and I think it's endearing in a way because, you know, he is older. He's a dad. Like, let's get this show moving along. Let's go, guys.
You know what's funny, though, is I like it because it shows a bit of comfortability with us. Like, he knows we're all friends kind of a thing. And that's good, I think. I think he knows he can be himself with us, you know?
Yeah, I like it.
He can show that he's upset, and he can show that, you know, he has a silly side and he has a side where he's going to cry and you know?
Yes, I do.
So,
I mean,
right.
I'm here for it. I love the sass.
We like it. One of the things that came up on our social media this week was in the song, what is that song? Garbage?
Raw Fear.
Raw Fear. Just kidding. Why did I say garbage? It's not garbage.
Know. That's big time party foul.
Wow.
Man,
why did I say
kind
that?
of fan are you?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Raw Fear. There's a line where he says, I wish her parents would stop yelling. And we've talked about this before amongst each other. Who is she?
Who is her?
Who is her? Who are the parents that he wished would stop yelling? And so I put it out there on socials to see what everybody else thought. And because I usually get some really good answers. Some things that I'm like, wow, I never thought about that. That's really good, you know? Because I usually try to think about every angle of things because I'm a good, you know, I like to analyze things like really deeply.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear what others thought about this. So I kind of put it out there. Well, and like a couple people, we were wondering, is it him and Jenna? Is he talking about like Rosie's parents would wish her parents would stop yelling, meaning him and Jenna? Is it Jenna's family? Is it someone else?
Yeah. What other her could it be?
So we kind of wondered. Maybe it's me specifically.
Yeah, maybe it's every her in the fan base.
Though I got to say, my parents didn't yell. My mom yelled. She yelled at me a lot. But like my dad would just like look at me.
Yeah. I feel like Tyler does that.
And like that was it. Like I was shaking in my boots. My mom would be like, whatever, yell at me all you want.
Do you think Tyler yells like a dad, or does he do like a full on like drum show scream? Like Rosie, like, you know.
I don't know.
That didn't sound good over the air
at
all.
Didn't sound good.
But you know what I mean? Is it like a vocal scream? Like when you want something? Or
no, you know, we've seen him get angry on the stage.
Yeah.
He just gets like
very animated.
Yes, he gets animated, but like just sternly talking.
And I feel like he gets
he gets a dad. He gets a dad.
Yeah,
attitude.
he gets super sarcastic and condescending, I bet.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't see that. All right. Anyway, so some of our like follower / listener theories is that the idea, and actually I really liked this one. It was the idea that it could be yelling, but not necessarily like an anger yelling. Like just so much noise.
Yeah.
And I got that idea because in songs like Downstairs or, you know, The Height, whatever, we talk about the basement being his place where he goes, right? And he talks about how sometimes he just needs to get away from all that emotion and just be alone and decompress kind of a thing. So I really like that theory because I thought maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not so much just anger yelling, but like just so much noise. Like I wish you would just please stop yelling.
Yeah, I like that.
Like so much talking.
That might tie into my theory that I'll get to in a minute. I kind of like that. I hope remind me if I don't say something about
Sure.
that.
And again, like we don't know these people from Adam. I don't know who these people are at all. But like, you know, when you get a lot of family over, it seems like they both have big families. So when you get a lot of families over and kids are running around screaming and everyone's, getting excited. It might just be so loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe it's that. I liked that one. Another theory was that it might not necessarily even be like a her that he knows. It's just a theoretical her, like the stories in Redecorate or some of the things he talks about in other songs aren't necessarily something that happened in his life, but like just a theoretical event. So it could just be her in general. That one is a little different because why didn't he say his or their?
He's probably just trying to be like super.
You know what I mean?
2025.
I mean, it's possible he's trying to include everyone. I
doubt
don't know.
it. I'm making a joke.
Or even your. He could have said, "I wish your parents would stop yelling."
They, them.
I said there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I get that. There was one though that I want to bring up that I kind of felt like we're reaching a little bit on this one. So I'll get your thoughts on this. This person tried to tie it into the fact that we now have this idea that Clancy could be anyone. Right?
Yeah.
Clancy could be us. It could be a different person. We're all Clancy, basically.
Well, if your theory holds true that it's a Christ, then yeah, what if God was one of us?
Oh, that was a deep pull right there.
Exactly. That's for our older audience right there. Who was that?
I know I
Paula
want to sing
something?
that song. No, it was...
Who cares? It's not whoever that was.
Osborne?
Joan Osborne.
No, not Joan Osborne. Joan Osborne. That's from The Handmaid's Tale.
Is that our neighbor? Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah, something Osborne.
It was
You're right.
not Joan Osborne.
It was something Osborne. You're right, but I thought it was Joan Osborne. That is from The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes,
or it's our neighbor. It's one of the two.
One of the two.
All right, move on.
Moving on. Anyway, so the idea is that Clancy could be any one of us.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Holding.
It is Joan Osborne. Handmaid's Tale's June Osborne.
It is June.
How
You're
dare
right.
you?
Oh man, now I'm
So
dumb.
it is Joan Osborne. I'm right.
Is it Joan?
Yeah, we'll look it up later, and if not, we'll put
Why
it
don't
in
you
the.
look it up while I'm talking
We'll
about
put it in
this
the
theory.
corrections.
Look it up while I'm talking about this theory. If only we had a little computer or something, we could find that answer. Anyway, so wow, I'm like lost in this theory now. So this person thinks that
Joan Osborne, one of us.
Nice. Good
Thank
for
you.
you.
All right.
Okay. Nice job, honey.
Thank you.
God, I've been trying to say this theory like 5 times now.
Go ahead. Reset. Sorry. I'll shut up.
Resetting. So since we could all be Clancy, this person is trying to say like, oh, they're saying it's Clancy's parents. And I was like, I don't know about that.
No.
I feel like that's a reach.
Yeah, it is.
They went in this whole dissertation about how, and I can say this because it wasn't on my page. So
I think my
it was
theory
one
is
of
right.
our listeners. What?
Are you ready for it? Or do you have others to share?
Let me finish,
Yeah,
and then
go
I'll
for
hear
it.
what you have to say about it. Actually, no, go ahead. That's it. Yeah. I just had one more thing to say, but it would make more sense after yours anyway. So
All right. Are you sitting down? Are you ready for this? Did you pre-read this?
No.
Okay. I think because of where it falls in the song, where it says, "You've met my fears, they're all regular. Who's the new kid?" I think the new kid, the new fear, is a female voice. It's either all the noise, like you said, from all the females in his life, because Tommy can't really talk or make noise other than cry
He
yet.
does have quite a few females in his life.
Being a father of a daughter, that is a huge fear. Her well-being, everything.
Her
and
voice.
He's got 2. Yeah.
Her screaming.
So I think that this new fear in his collection of fears, also known as mind, is a female voice. And I think it makes a lot of noise, whether it's noise like you said, or literal noise, like yelling or crying or screaming or whatever.
Sure.
The fact that the daughters have the scream in the song, I think I'm just putting it all together. That's my thought, is that based on lyrically how it falls, the new fear is a female.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
whoever it is, though, the parents should stop yelling, because that's not cool.
Don't yell.
It has damaging effects on the kids.
It does.
Please stop.
Well, anyway, so it's just either way you look at it, any of these theories that we came up with, they're all kind of sad.
Yeah, and the way he presents it is kind of sad.
Yeah, they all kind of make you like, oh.
His voice
either
is
way
kind
you
of
look at
sad
it.
when he says it, you know?
Right.
They feel it.
So I just think that points to his, just the way he can pull us in with his words. It like can make everyone feel something.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, at the listening
Either
parties,
way.
I first thought it said, "I wish my parents would stop yelling." And that grabbed me right in the feels, because we're parents. We yell sometimes. And like I just said, I know it affects the kids.
Yeah.
And so it's sad and can be damaging. So it's really hard to, like, sometimes it needs to happen. Unfortunately, like arguments happen, yelling
Sure.
happens, but you really should try to contain it and not do it in that setting because kids remember it forever, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, now that I feel like the worst parent ever. Thanks.
It's all right. Like I said, it has to happen sometimes.
All right.
Can't be avoided.
Well, let's move on to something happier.
Let's do it.
I want to talk about the 2025 Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and because I've got a prediction. We looked at the list of inductees. Is that the correct way to say that, I guess?
Sure is, yeah.
And sorry, I'm going to pull it up real quick here. So these are the people that are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Bad Company, Tom Bell, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Nikki Hopkins, Carol Kay, Cyndi Lauper, Outkast, Salt and Peppa.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Soundgarden, Lenny Waronker,
Sure.
The White Stripes, and Warren Zevon. So I will say most of these people, I have no idea who they are. Like no clue whatsoever. And only some of these people are performance inductees, if that makes sense. Like I think this Warren Zevon, I wish I could look these up. I should have done that.
Oh, he's dead, so he's not performing.
No. I'm saying they're getting inducted because of performance. Some people are getting inducted because of lifetime achievement.
Oh, yeah,
some
and
people are getting
writers
inducted because of, or a composer, or, you know what I mean? So there's only a few people that are getting inducted because of being a performer.
Yeah, this guy's a composer, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's also, like you said, there is somebody who's getting inducted posthumously. Is that how you say that?
Yes.
For something else. So there's only, I want to say like 5 of these that are performance inductees. And so those would be the ones that our performers would be, what's the word? Not celebrating, but like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Covering, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't think of a different word to say that.
I mean, they'll probably do something for everybody, but the artists that they've invited, like 21 Pilots, are going to be their performance inductees.
Sure.
For sure.
So I kind of looked at this list of people, trying to figure out who 21 Pilots would best suit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, I think they could probably do something really cool with like Chubby Checker. I'm sure they could do like a cool spin.
Well, Chubby Checker played the piano, right? So I mean, it could be,
right. But I just don't feel that. I don't, I just
they could do
it.
Outkast for sure.
Yes.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Sure.
You can see Tyler doing that.
Yeah, but that's still not their avenue.
No, it's not. Yeah.
So the only one, and I actually am not going to say the only one, because there are, like you said, yes, they could probably do anything justice. But the one that really stood out to me was the White Stripes.
Yeah, and it stood out to me too for a different reason.
I'm feeling it so strongly. There's so many similarities, and I did a really cool post on it today because immediately when I saw the White Stripes, I thought of, I don't even know what album it is, but it looks just like the Breach cover to me. Yeah. It's that red background. It's both of them standing next to each other. Their body posture is not the same. They're like facing each other, but they're like kind of on an angle each time. So it was the same like color scheme. It's the same, whatever. There's 2 of them.
Exactly. That's what came to my mind right away is that there's 2. That's the perfect thing. Because like if you're celebrating Cyndi Lauper always had like a band behind her.
Sure.
So it could be anybody with the house band behind them playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yes.
But like for this one, it would make sense if it was two guys that do kind of a rock type genre. Yeah. Even though there's a female in White Stripes. I get that. Don't crucify me online. But it's 2 people.
Yes.
Similar music style. There's an acoustic feel to it, which you're going to get into now. So.
Yeah. So my point is, I really feel strongly like we're going to be friends, or a pretty good looking on ukulele with a Josh and a Tyler, just the 2 of them.
As much as I would love to have Seven Nation Army on the bass, and
that
have
would be
Josh
amazing.
like rock out.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get a medley.
Maybe we'll get a medley would be amazing. I also thought of Pretty Good Looking. Or did I say that? Did I say Pretty Looking?
You
already?
did, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Hardest Button to Button. That was the one I was thinking of too. That would be amazing too. So I don't know. Tyler really likes the uke. I could just totally hear we're going to be friends on the uke.
Oh yeah.
Like,
all of it.
I think it would be amazing.
I can hear all of it being awesome.
So that's my prediction. You heard it here first. When it happens, please come and flood our inbox with, you were absolutely right and you are amazing.
I love it.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What are we doing next weekend?
This weekend.
As you hear this.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
It's a week from today as we film this.
It sure is.
As we film this. We're not filming anything.
We're not.
What is with me today?
I don't know.
I'm tired.
Are you okay?
No, I'm excited. That's why. We are going to the very last show of the tour. Our last show, obviously, because it's the last show.
Yeah.
So
thanks for clarifying.
In LA, night 2. I'm super excited about this, but I'm also like really nervous.
I'm not nervous. I hope there's some closure or some surprises.
Maybe.
I hope they go over curfew because there's a lot of talking. I have high hopes that it's not just we're tired. This is the end of our show. Let's get through it.
No. They would never do that.
I hope it's special like you think it will be. I hope it's emotional. I hope it's all the things.
Yeah, I'm so worried about just being sad, but I don't know.
And we're going to be back in California, so I'm going to celebrate with some real tacos.
Oh,
and I
yes.
cannot wait.
California food. Can't wait.
Yeah.
I think this is a really good place to talk about, though. Tyler has made some comments, and he did it, I want to say at the Hershey Park. I think it was Hershey Park.
Yeah, it was.
Where he talked about how they choose their set list and how they pick it with the idea that not everybody there is there for their new stuff. He made a comment how he's seen other bands that'll come in with their new album, just play the whole new album. And he just said, I want to remember, or I want to, sorry, not remember, but.
He said that he feels forgotten personally when bands do that.
Maybe that's why I said the word remember.
Yeah.
But, like, he just wants to also be there for those fans that have been there for so long and want to hear those older songs that maybe they know and have felt or, whatever, grown up with, whatever it is. But then he said, what did he say? Maybe he was wrong or something.
Well, yeah. Before that, he said, which I think was really endearing too. He says, I have no idea who's at this show and why and where you're at in your journey in life or whatever. And so I don't know why you're here. Maybe stressed out really resonates with you. He didn't say that, but that's what he's alluding to.
Yeah.
And then he said, it turns out I was wrong with that thought in my career because us fans, we learn the songs.
Because we know it. Yeah.
We will literally listen to a song on repeat.
I mean,
forever.
We can talk about us.
I think the whole fan base would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most exciting thing from when I saw them the first time was just the entire arena singing these songs word for word, and everybody just. It's like the plaque when you go to Disneyland. Everyone forgot about their life. They're here celebrating whatever they've been through.
Yeah. Whatever's going on in your life is gone right now. It's just for these 2 hours.
This incredible emotional release, which now being part of the fan base and recognizing our own mental health struggles or whatever, we've experienced that release. It's something that can't be duplicated.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yeah. So it made me think, what do you think these festival set lists are going to be like? I mean, obviously they're not going to be all Breach because he has this mindset of, there's going to be people at the festival that don't even know Breach exists, but they know Stressed Out.
Well,
so
I disagree.
I
disagree.
I don't know. Okay. Let's hear.
I think people that go to festivals, especially when there's like-minded artists, have a good feel of everything.
Okay.
So they'll know a lot of it. They may not know the intricacies of Breach, for example, because maybe they haven't listened since Trench or whatever. But they'll know most of the songs, but I feel strongly it's going to be the same, especially if they have full 2 hours. It'll be what we're seeing now. It was.
Yeah, okay.
It was when they filled in for Blink-182 at Lollapalooza, and they were, basically the headliner there. They played basically the Icy Tour because it hits all the right notes. It has stuff for the diehard fans that went to the festival. It has stuff for just whoever's there.
Yeah.
It's already pre-programmed. Like I said, they can travel with everything they already have. They're not going to write a new show for a festival. So that's why I think it's just going to either be the same or very similar.
Okay. I like what you're saying. I can see that. I was just thinking, because you said, not necessarily people that aren't there that know Breach or whatever. I mean, like we're going to one, and The Fray is an artist that's going to be there, as well as I believe Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah.
Which are 2 artists that I really enjoyed in my youth. Probably 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I can probably sing Saints and Sailors from Dashboard Confessional, from beginning to end, but I don't really know much of their new stuff. The Fray is the same way. They had the one album that we saw them perform.
Yeah.
So I know those big hits, but I don't know any of their new stuff. And so I think that's where I'm kind of coming from, is that there might be an artist I think Cage the Elephant's going to be there.
Yeah.
As one of the headliners. So there might be people going for that.
Yeah.
And realize 21 Pilots here. That's cool. I like them. I just know this song and this song and this song. So I'm really hoping though that they will play some Breach because
they will.
I really want, and I'm going to get to this in a little bit when I talk about my 21 Pilots fans doing amazing things, but I'm really hoping that it grabs some people like, wow, I need to go back and listen to some of this because I didn't realize how great this is.
Well, listen, I don't think...
So that's what I'm hoping for.
I don't think Breach got to number one with just the fan base.
And we're going to get to that in a minute,
It
too.
had some help. It definitely had some help, and I think it had some help because Clancy hit on a different level that people started to recognize again. The 10-year anniversary of Blurry Face, I think, helped because all that stuff was fresh of mind again, and that's when they went big.
Sure.
But I also think like doing the jingle balls and things like that we saw it in person. That it come out to overcompensate, and the crowd didn't like. There was enough clickies there to make it happen, but nobody really knew it. But then when the hits came on, they knew it, and like when maybe you heard overcompensate at Jingle Ball, and you're like, this is pretty cool. I don't know it, but whatever, it's cool. And then you heard Tearing My Heart and Stressed Out, and you're like, wait, this is the same band? Oh my God. And then you start
and
like,
then you
wow.
get the new stuff because they go to that after and you're like, okay, I want to keep hearing more of this. I mean, that's what happened with Teddy Swims with me. I had no clue who he was.
Honestly, that's what happened
and
with me with 21
this
Pilots.
Is not terrible.
I walk out on that floor and I hear them start with Good Day. And I see the masks and whatever. I didn't know that was part of anything that they do, but I'm like, I really love this song.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait a minute. They're the same guys that do this other stuff that I like and remember.
Yeah.
End up watching the whole show, end up loving every song, especially when it's performed live. So I don't think there's going to be any issue. They're going to play, unfortunately for us, exactly what we saw, but I think it will grab some people. What do you mean,
unfortunately for us?
Well,
I could
it'd be
watch
cool
the
to
same
see
set list like for the rest of my life. I don't care.
Same. Trust me. But wouldn't it be cool to see new stuff too? I mean, it'd be awesome to see,
I guess. I think this is part of
something.
I think it's part of my specific anxiety. So, there's other different anxieties, right? My specific anxiety, I very much like to do the same things over and over again because I know what to expect. And I know I'm never going to be let down because I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, yes.
Well,
so we're going to our last show. I'm so excited. I can't wait. All I know is they better not take Guns for Hands off of anything because that's my song.
They won't.
And it's my jam.
They won't.
I want to do a test though.
And I think we have TikTok to thank for a lot of this because, for example, the Deftones were popular in the 90s and they kind of went away. Early 2000s, a song became popular on TikTok and all of a sudden they blew up again to the point where they released a new album recently.
Yeah.
Doubt Demo blew up on TikTok and people that don't even know 21 Pilots were using it. It makes our daughter furious.
Oh, she's furious.
How dare they use, our sacred music, but it gives them that exposure. And that's how these artists like Teddy Swims, Benson Boone, whoever even got their start was from social media. So I think they'll be just fine. I think there's plenty of people out there that know enough of the contract or whatever. I've heard it on the radio that it'll be good. I think it'll be great.
It's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it either. I just, I want to get back to Guns for Hands though.
Yeah.
Because I want to do a test. I want to see if they're listening to us.
Testing me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to see if they're actually listening. Or, hey, maybe our listeners can start a campaign for us and get it out there and get more people on board with this.
I'm into it.
But you know what I want? And I've only ever seen it. I have it on video twice. I can't find it.
Oh, I know what you want.
Any time that I see them perform my song, I'm going to call it my song.
Yeah.
Anytime that I see them perform Guns for Hands, my song, he does not do my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
Which is...
You're going to perform it for us?
No, I'm not going to.
Do you want me to?
It. No.
I'm the singer on the show, so...
No. It's the part when he says you all have guns and you never put the safety on.
Yeah.
Right? That's my favorite part. But he always lets the crowd sing it.
Yeah.
Tyler, please sing it. Just one time. One time, sing it for me.
Well, you just said he's done it twice, so he'd do it a third time.
Fine. Do it a third time.
But do it in LA when we're there.
And night two. Do not do it night one. I'm not there night one.
Yeah, give a wink to our section so she knows you did it for her.
He doesn't know where we are.
But he knows that he'll say it. Before you do it, say this is for the Clickbait podcast, the female specifically.
You don't need to do that. Just sing it. Just please.
All right, well.
Please,
how
I'm dying.
Will we ever know that they're listening?
I need to see him sing it live. All I have is videos.
I'll text him, okay?
I need it. I need it in my life. All right.
Take care of it.
All right. I want to get into something that I've been hearing, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I've been hearing this in the groups. I've been hearing this, little buzzes here and there. But today I came across an actual article that was entitled, Breach is rushed and underdeveloped.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about this. So this was an article in the Duke Chronicle. Like, seriously, who reads that?
The Duke
Chronicle. But like I said, I've also heard some fans say the same thing. First of all, I just want to say this album made number 1.
Yeah, and I want to say, who cares if it's underdeveloped? Maybe that's a stylistic choice.
It made number 1. So clearly,
a band we were just talking about
somebody
that's
likes it.
going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame presents underdeveloped or underproduced.
Oh, absolutely.
The White Stripes. That could be a stylistic choice there, people.
It could be. And it's like we talked about with Garbage.
Like, come on.
He's trying to tell us he doesn't have anything left. It's simple for a reason. So,
but if you know anything about music, which most of these keyboard jockeys don't, it's very technical. It's not rushed. It's not underproduced.
It's not.
It's extremely produced.
It's very wonderful.
Extremely well done. Like,
so
this didn't happen by accident.
Right. And I just want to also point out, so not only is it number 1, I also want to point out, I personally have spoken to people who found them through Breach, who was like, wow, this has been playing everywhere. It's all over the place. It's number 1, like we said. I want to listen to it, and are like, wow, this is great. So I bought tickets to see the show. And now, so, they buy the tickets, they see the show, and now they're like obsessed, just like what happened to me. Right. So yeah. So I called boo on that one. And then I'm a diehard fan, and I'll say that, but I can't stop listening to this album.
Yeah, same.
Like Clancy, I absolutely loved Clancy. It was great. I listened to it nonstop, probably for, I don't know, a couple weeks. But then I put their older stuff back into my shuffle.
Yeah, I just got to that point.
Like, I can't stop. Not me. I'm like still on Breach. Like, I can't stop listening to it.
Yeah,
and
it's really
I'm
great.
like, oh, I'll change it after this song. But then another one comes on. I'm like, oh no, I got to hear this one again.
Yeah.
So
I'll do my normal things. I will skip, Cottonwood or something because I don't feel like being that sad right then.
That's how I feel with Oldie Station.
Yeah, I've done that with other songs. I absolutely love every song front to back. Pretty much that they do, but sometimes I'll skip them just because I'm not in the mood for that and I want to hear something else really badly at that moment. So I'll get to that song. And also like Drum Show, it came out early and I played the heck out of it. So now I'll skip it because I really want to get to Center Mass or something. So it's not that there's no skip tracks, but I will skip my way around even with the older stuff because it's something I have to be in the mood to hear something.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like with this album, I don't do that. I normally do. That's usually my MO is I do the same thing. But with this one, like Cottonwood, yeah, it's like so sad, but like just the chorus, oh my gosh, I just could sing that over and over again. And so like, I just force myself to listen to it. Drum Show. Yes. We've heard it a million times. Not Center Mass, excuse me. The Contract. Million times we've heard it, but every time it comes on, it's like, I got to hear it. So anyway, also like, I don't know if this person just doesn't know, but there's some songs like we talked about with Downstairs that have like, that song was a demo from 14 years ago. Yeah.
Parts of it were, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, no, he didn't write it for, that cash grab, like you're trying to say. It's been in the works for years. Some of these songs have been Drag Path.
Did someone actually use cash grab as a word?
Yes.
Hello, a song from this album required a video that cost $1 million.
And well, that's what they're saying.
This is not about the money.
They threw it out to like they just wanted more money.
No,
they threw it out so fast because they're just trying to get more money because they were already on the high from the tour from Clancy. So they're just trying to like keep riding it basically.
Well, listen, they are human beings with families and this is a business. So how dare they try to make money off of their craft? I mean, that is the point of all this, but I don't know. I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
I think these songs already existed. Like he's constantly writing. This happened in a show the other night. He's just playing a riff.
I know.
And asked someone to record it so he could use it later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say, unlike the other article that we covered where the guy that just clearly did not like them.
Yeah.
He did say, I've been a fan for like a very long time. And he keeps saying Trench. He keeps going back to Trench. Like Trench is his number one, basically. Just like trying to compare everything to Trench, which is really hard to do because these songs are not like Trench.
But there's so many people in the clique that just will not let go of Trench. Like, you have to move on.
But it's so good. It's so good, though.
It's great.
I know. I get it.
It's great, and it has its place in the lore and the catalog, and it's one of my favorites. But
it's amazing.
Like, stylistically, bands evolve, or at least you want them to. Do you want the next 3 albums to sound just like Trench?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
it's
boring.
like, you can't. That's like comparing like a Macintosh apple to a Honeycrisp apple. They're both apples, sure. They both have that apple taste, but they're a very different taste. And you don't use both of them for a pie, and you don't use both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want just a quick little crispy bite, and sometimes you want like a lot of juice and a lot of sweetness. So it's like, you can like apples. They're both apples. They're great, but they're different things.
And Breach has a lot of juice.
So you can't really compare them. So anyway, I'm going to end it with, there are people, especially in the Facebook group, who've posted like, am I the only one who doesn't like this? You know, but they've come back and amended their statement and have said, I've listened to it now several times, and every time it gets better. So Mr. Duke Chronicle Man, I'm not going to say your name on the air.
The Duke of Weaselton.
Mr. Duke, it's Weaselton.
Yeah, I know, but this guy's Weaselton.
It's a joke.
I know it's a joke.
Okay.
Do you don't think
anyway, for those of you that have
like
children,
I need your
hopefully you got that.
Come on.
All right. Anyway, I urge you. He wrote the article like just a week or two after the album came out. Please listen to it. Listen to it a few more times, and then go amend your statement because you're wrong. All right. Moving on. We're going to talk about the Buc-ee's picture gate.
Okay. Buc-ee's.
Which is just add gate.
Yeah, just put gate
just
after everything.
Put gate at the end of everything controversial, and now you have a scandal. This was posted by Dominic Adair. I think that's how you say the last name, on the 21 Pilots Clique Facebook group. He posted a picture because after his show in, I want to say Alpharetta, no, Orange Beach, no, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I can't remember which show.
Yeah,
but after his show, he went into Buc-ee's like you do at like 1 a.m.
Best bathrooms on the highway.
I mean, it's the coolest place ever.
Yeah, the bathrooms are incredible. They're known for it. So of course, if you have to pee or whatever, go to Buc-ee's.
You need a beef sandwich or some beaver nuggets or whatever.
Yeah, or a shovel or a cowboy hat. I mean,
magnet.
They literally have everything.
Anything you want, really. Anyway, so lo and behold, he's in the Buc-ee's, and there is Mr. Josh Dunn in the Buc-ee's at the same time. So he's in all his tour gear because he just left the show, got his bracelets on, apparently strikes up a very quick conversation and asks him to take a picture, gets an incredible picture of he and Josh. Okay. Well, you'd think that would be enough and everybody like, wow, cool, man. But all the people are coming out of the woodwork saying that this picture is AI because there's nobody in the background because it's Buc-ee's and there's always wall-to-wall people, and how that can't be true. Guys, it's 1 a.m.
It's 1 a.m.
It's 1 a.m.
Some of these are, they're off major highways, but they're going through like Kansas or something. So it's like there's not going to be a ton of people.
Yeah, a few people 1 a.m. came to his aid and said, you've clearly never been to that Buc-ee's because between like 1 and 3 a.m, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
So they could vouch for that. But it's just stuff like, oh, it's got to be AI. Or he in the post, he says, what are the odds? As like it's a saying.
Yeah.
It's a saying. It's a popular thing. What are the odds of that? You know? And then the people got to go, oh, the odds are low, but they're not 0.
Yeah.
Or they got to go, oh, that he's a human. Like, you guys, your jealousy is showing. Can we just be happy for the man?
Yeah, I'm going to sound really old right here, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Social media has ruined us.
Yeah.
The pandemic ruined us. Now people just sit
so
behind
mean, man.
their phone or their keyboard and write this stuff because they know they're never going to meet people face to face. They're never going to have to confront this in person. So they say whatever they want. And it's sometimes it's like, if you were face to face with this person, would you make that snarky comment about the odds?
Yeah.
Chances are no, because you don't know how that person would react, or it might be embarrassing, or you could get in a fight or whatever.
Sure.
But now that we have these forums to just sit there and essentially slander people, we just do. It sucks. It really sucks.
I just feel bad for Dominic. That was the coolest picture ever. Dominic, I'm happy for you. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Good job, Dominic.
I wish I were you. That would be so cool.
I'm happy being myself, but I think it's a pretty cool picture. Yeah.
fine. I wish I were me, but also you at the same time.
Yeah, I get it.
That gets to meet Josh Dunn in a Buc-ee's.
All right, we're going to move it along here because we're
Go.
running a little long, but that's okay. I want to give a couple fan shout outs.
Right.
One of them is to, I think I'm saying this right, Marper. Is there another way you would say that?
No, looks pretty.
I'll just go with they because I don't want to make any assumptions, although the profile picture appears to be a female traditionally, but we'll go with they.
Sure.
They comment every week on Spotify.
Aw, that's awesome.
And they'll always pull like some nugget that's like deep in the middle of the show or toward the end. So I know they're listening.
That's cool.
Front to back. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I always try to respond to your comments or like them or something. So I really appreciate the engagement and keep it up. I don't know if you're on socials or what, maybe by a different name or whatever, but make sure you follow us there as well. So you get to see some of my partner's incredible work with the videos and everything that she's doing. So yeah, please follow us on socials if you're not, but keep commenting away on Spotify and giving us those ratings and listens. We love it. We love you. Thanks.
We do.
And my next one goes out to Jeff with a G. Isn't that the giraffe at Toys R Us?
Yes.
Is with a G?
No.
So you're in good company.
Jeffrey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it was a G. Mhm.
Anyway, I'm not saying you're a giraffe or anything to do with toys, but you know.
Maybe he does have to do with toys. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. His story's not mine to tell, so I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not going to give his last name, but he friended me on Facebook because he is a sleuth and was able to crack the code.
Nice.
Somewhere, which turns out was my own fault, lack of attention to detail, but I'm not going to give any tips out there. And it's since been updated, but he was able to find out who I am and track me down and left this wonderful note on Facebook Messenger. He friended me on Facebook. And Jeff, I'm happy to be your friend on Facebook. You seem like a great dad, great family man. And I'd love to have another Clique family out there where all the kids are into it. They're at the show tonight, in fact.
Oh, fun. Have so much fun, you guys. I have no clue.
I believe they're in Arkansas, but as we record this, they're at the show tonight on whatever today is, October 19th. And they're look like they're having a great time based on the pictures I saw. They're in full regalia.
Oh, awesome.
Got the Bandito shirts on and the skeleton hoodie and just looking great. And just a really great story about how they became fans and why. And it's everything you would think. You know, going through hard times, family coming together, just very similar to our story. So
sure. So
I love it, you know? And so keep it up. Thanks, Jeff, for finding out who I am. And remember, keep the secret safe between us.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let's move on to 21 Pilots fans doing amazing things. I'm actually going to do a little throwback here. We talked about Sophia a while ago, a few episodes ago.
Oh, yeah, I talked about her, right?
Handle is, her handle is at the Sophia Art on both TikTok and Instagram. I think she's also on Twitter as well. But she now has a print shop.
Oh.
So all the really cool things that we have been posting about her, you can buy in print form.
Like to hang on the wall, or is she making shirts or something? Because some of those designs would be awesome on a shirt.
Oh, they would be cool. Yeah. So you can find her on Instagram and TikTok, like I said, at the Sophia Art. And she's got a link in her bio to her page to go buy prints, which are really cool. So definitely go check her out. I also have a new last minute edition that I just found today. They are the couple who concert together. And
I thought that was us.
I know, right? And on TikTok, they are at the couple who concert. And they went to their very first 21 Pilots show. They have never seen 21 Pilots. They admittedly know a little bit about them, but they're not fans per se. And just as you would expect, they left absolutely obsessed.
Yeah.
And these people, this is their, I don't want to say shtick, that's not the right word I'm looking for, but this is their like niche, I guess, is they go to concerts and they film them and they give their rating and they talk about it. That's their, gig.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what they're doing.
The gentleman said that he thinks this might be one of, if not the best concert he's ever seen.
Agreed.
And he said all kinds of stuff. Like he just, from start to finish, it was like, go, go, go. He was never bored. He was just amazed at how all the fans knew every single word. And like from the first drum beat, they never stopped singing and they were just wowed.
That's why I say to everyone, and I said to you back in the day, you have to see them live because it's not only just
fantastic. Tyler
doing his little things and changing the melodies here and there and maybe adding a cover or whatever. the transitions. It's the control of the crowd and the engagement from the crowd. It's special.
Yeah.
We said that earlier tonight. It's just incredible.
Absolutely. So I also really like them because they're, little seasoned like we are.
Yeah. Little rust on the parts.
So it was great. So couple, I don't know your names, but keep going.
Keep concerting together.
Keep concerting. They said they were looking forward to going to another one. So the next time they have one, they want to go again. So hopefully we'll see you there.
Come join us LA night too.
Let's go. Hey, why not? All right. Let's move on to your song.
Okay. You don't want to do this?
Mm-mm.
We'll save it for next time.
Yep.
All right. You guys are just going to have to wonder what it is.
You'd have to wonder.
Because right now we're going to get into the song Deep Dive.
Ooh, you get to splash now.
Yeah.
I wish I could push the button for you.
Go ahead. You want to control this thing?
No, I don't.
Every other week I get to splash and I'm so excited.
I know.
I teased it last week and I'm a man of my word. We're going to do Backslide. And I'm going to give you a warning ahead of time here. I'm going to do it a little different.
Okay.
Normally we'd read through the lyrics in order and kind of break them down. Mm-hmm. Not going to do that. Normally we would talk about the song and then maybe separately talk about the video. Not going to do that. I'm just going to be all over the place.
God. Okay.
This song is so deep and has so many. If there was a 21 Pilots song that was an onion, this is it. There's so many layers, so many ways to interpret it.
All right.
And I can see your face. Like, it took me until now to realize that.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of these are my own original thoughts. It turns out there's a lot of like-minded people out there on the internet. But yeah, when I first heard it, I'm like, this is pretty basic, straightforward 21 Pilots song. It's rap heavy,
Yeah.
got digital sounding drums. The video that came with it was expertly shot by Josh. Well, not shot by him, but his direction. And it's just a beautiful piece of video if you've seen it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've seen it. But we're going to get into this three ways. Okay. It's the third song off Clancy, if you remember, and it came out as a single. So we got the video and the song ahead of the album. And I'll never forget where I was. I think I was at a work conference in Buffalo, and I was like, I stepped out of the meeting to watch it, and we're commenting back and forth with our family group chat. And we're like, this is so different. But I'm like, this is different, but this is awesome. And the first thing I noticed right away from the video, which we'll get into a little bit later, is the intensity of the black paint on the neck and the hands, which immediately spoke to me that this song is heavy.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I started getting more into the lyrics, and it made sense that it's a pretty heavy message behind this song. And it immediately resonated with me because, like, I don't know, not to get too personal, but I have some things in my past that I go back to too often. Some traumas in my past, whether it's relationships or work related, family related, but it's like a cycle where you rehash them and come back to them. And some in particular, when it comes to like my career and my confidence as a man and all those things, I do not want to go back to at all. So the I don't want to backslide line just sticks in my head constantly, like I think it does for all of us. I mean, you don't want to move backwards usually.
Sure. Yeah.
Keep it moving forward. So, all right, first I'm going to tell you, I'm going to break this down in 4 ways.
You said 3.
I know.
Throwing a fourth one in there.
Yeah, I forgot it's 4. I could do so many ways because, like I said, there's so many layers, but these are the ones I want to talk about. First, we're going to get into it musically. Mm-hmm. Second, we're going to talk about what it means to me personally, and I just did a little bit, but we'll do a little more. And then 3, where it fits in the lore. And when I say lore, I mean like the blurry face lore that we all know, as well as just what I'm calling like 21 Pilots lore.
Okay.
So the Clancy Dema lore and then like 21 Pilots zeitgeist, if you will.
Okay.
Like what their songs mean, how they're all about mental health. So we're saying
this is a lore song, even though it is not branded as a lore song?
Correct.
Okay.
I think it has some bits and pieces in there. And then finally, the 4th one, we're going to talk about potential religious implications, which I never really thought about until recently when I was doing a little research on this. All right. So first, a definition or 2 or 3. Backslide, if you use it as a verb, is a relapse into bad ways or error. Another way of saying is to revert back to a worse condition. It's also known as retrogression or regression, which you've probably heard in mental health and psychology circles. You're regressing back to former behaviors and things like that. So I think obviously that title makes a lot of sense. In very basic terms, though, it just means to return to a state or a time before, which was, often worse than where you're at now. It's very 21 Pilots type of lyric, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Like we're talking about cycles repeating, and we're talking about things that happened in the past that shaped us today. So that's where I think it's very 21 Pilots-y with their lore, their personal lore.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the musical look here. To me, I'm a music guy, former music major way back in the day. And I see this song as very simple. And that's not to say that it's not good or underproduced or whatever we were just talking about. I don't think it's rushed. I don't think it's, not up to snuff as some of their other songs. I think it's just simple because we want you to focus on the lyrics and the message. So there's not a lot going on here with instruments. There's not a lot going on with drums. It's not over the top musically. The words really shine through. And I really love like the tone and the tempo of this song and how the rap moves along. Mm-hmm. I really love it live. Live, it's just something special. The way Tyler kind of messes with the timing of the rap, and it's just so good. And one of my favorite parts that I noticed right away was the heavy, blurry face undertones, like the low voice.
No. What do you mean? Like in the back, or that he uses his own like register? Is that what you're saying?
No, so like under his raps and under the part that really sticks out is when he's talking to the kid in the video and kind of having that conversation. The low, blurry face, like the
got it
that we hear in
yes.
Stressed Out, that we hear
got
in
it.
Fairly Local. Those things is very strong. It's one of the very like prominent layers of a lot of layers.
Yeah, got
in
it.
In the chorus, there's a high pitch layer that I think at one time you thought was Debbie.
I still think
perhaps.
It's Debbie. It's very raspy. She has like a raspy voice.
Yeah.
I still think it's her.
So that's what I mean by there's just a lot of layers. And one of them that stood out to me was this blurry face undertone.
Sure.
You combine that with the thick black paint. He wears the Clancy stole. There's tons of Dima / blurry face imagery in the store in the beginning of the video. So I, just listening to the song, I don't think you get a lot of lore implications, but I think the video took us there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you're disagreeing. You'll have your time to comment.
No. I'm not disagreeing.
But for now, we have a curfew, so shut up.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Gosh.
I'm kidding. This song just gets me every time, especially live. Like it's made me choke up more than once, And I want to say that we were privileged to see the first Scream.
We were.
Was that Boston night special. 2? Or night 1?
I think it was 1.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I just know I was expecting it from then on, and now it's become kind of one of those
now it's like
things.
It's funny because every single concert, there's a group on Twitter. It's called TOP Updaters, I think, on Twitter. They basically live tweet every concert just by watching other people's streams, and every single concert is the Backslide Scream. They post it every time.
And
it's like a special, like, this is the Backslide Scream from this night.
Right.
So,
and I was going to mention here that like that sequence leading up to it even, which we'll talk about in a second, and the Scream itself is just so different every time.
Yeah.
And we saw as the Clancy tour kind of went through Europe, started having this vignette behind it on the screen and him kind of jumping toward the audience. It's just this very emotional moment where there's been times where it's almost like he's crying because he doesn't want to go back. And the words are, I don't wanna. So it's very simple to take any kind of meaning from that. But the way he performs and the emotion he puts into it is just, it's a special moment in the show, and it's pretty heavy. Like you can't help but feel it, There's a lot of lyrics out there where I think he does that, but this one in particular live, like you just really see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I wanted to cover this song right now, I mean, obviously it's over a year old now, and it could have waited till whenever, but in the 2 shows we've seen and the ones I've seen live stream, he's sitting on the chair like he does. He basically performs the whole thing sitting down on a chair.
Right.
When he gets to the part where he's talking to the kid in the video where he says, did you solve all of your problem? Or I'm sorry, we'll start from the beginning. Is that a stain you should change? Are you doing good? Did you solve all of your problems? Thanks for asking in a way, but accidentally uncovered a new one yesterday. He looks behind him while he's sitting on the stage, almost like there's somebody behind him that's asking this question.
Oh, weird. I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, go back and look, because it's really strange, because that's what started catching my eye is like, is there something more to this song that we're not being told in the video or in the lyrics itself? Like, who's behind him? Because in the video, it's the kid right in front of him. And it kind of makes sense. And I'll get into why I think that sequence makes sense in a minute. But and Josh is kind of behind him. So I don't know if he's looking at Josh, but he's kind of looking over his shoulder at like, while he's answering that question.
Interesting.
So it just really stood out to me because it's a little weird. And it's like there's something that's chasing him or that's creeping up on him. It's on his heels. And that's who he's talking to when he answers that. So again, in the very basic sense, I think this song's talking about, returning to your fears, returning to a time before that probably wasn't great. It's different than the time you're in now. And maybe you fix some of those old mistakes, but it's regressing into those things. It's common in mental health. And, from someone that struggles with their own issues and traumas, like I said earlier, it's something that we all do, I think, you know what I mean? And something that we're all afraid of. So that I don't want to scream in the live show just like hits me every time because of that.
Yeah.
I find myself like telling myself I don't want to a lot,
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to fall back into the old days of negativity and the things that affected me. And it seems that he doesn't want to either. That's the point of this song, whether it's blurry face, whether it's childhood trauma, who knows what it is, but
yeah,
whatever it is, he doesn't want to do it. So how does this fit into the lore? And when I say the lore in all caps, I mean like blurry face, Nico. I already mentioned the black paint on the hands and the video and the neck in the video is extremely dark. That to me, and I've seen that a few times. I saw it when the Clancy tour went to Europe. It appeared to start getting darker. I feel like when he's in these times of like heavy influence from his insecurities, it gets darker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the point behind the Message Man ritual, which we talked about when you covered that and what we're seeing in the show now. He's like putting extra on, but during that ritual, he's calling attention to it, like we said in that analysis, that we're recognizing it, we're overcoming it kind of thing. Did you notice that it's extra black in that video? Have you seen, you probably haven't seen it in a while, but.
I haven't. I was just trying to think though of the other times where it's like really pronounced. And the only thing that can come to my mind right now is, at the risk of feeling dumb, it's also extremely black. And so then my wheels are turning as you're talking and I'm trying to think, I wonder if this just has something to do with where Clancy is in the story at this time.
Yeah.
Just really struggling.
And I think that I have a hard time separating the two. Like when I watch a video and even when it comes to the lore, I think about Tyler and I keep forgetting that it's a character because the character is him essentially. So
right. Yeah.
I think it makes sense for me to do that, but I can't tell in this video or in this song whether it's him or whether it's Clancy. I think it fits into both. It's one of those many layers of this onion that I told you that you could easily interpret it that it's part of the Dima story.
Sure.
You could also interpret it that it's part of his story, like most of the Vessel songs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm not sure, but.
Well, I think, I don't want to say this in case you're going to cover it.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think another way that you could help it tie into the lore is that he talks about Saturday and how we have heard that in the lore sense, it was supposed to be something that he was, almost forced to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't of his own, free will kind of a thing. So, I mean, that's another way you could help it kind of meet the lore storyline.
Yeah, and a lot of people, when it references that in particular, talk about how when the kid's asking him in that line about, is that a stain? They're talking about, is Scaled and Icy a stain on your record? Like your overall record of accomplishments.
I didn't see it like that at all.
I love Scaled and Icy, so I don't see it that way, but I know that a lot of people have made him and Josh feel some type of way about it with just all the criticism and whatnot.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was so different. That's why I'm so proud and so happy that Breach has done well because it's very different. But I think Clancy helped set us up for this kind of different sound, so people are a little more accepting of it. But Scaled and Icy gets such a bad rap, and I think that unfortunately they probably look at it as a stain, and they should change.
Okay, I can see where you're going with that. I didn't see that line as a correlation with the Saturday part.
Well, back to how it fits into maybe the storyline is that, like I already said, there's all the imagery from the shop. There's the dangerous pen symbol. There's the 9 bishops, advertisement. There's Ned's breads, all that stuff. So I think it kind of, makes sense. But I also think that there could be a callback to the music business here, like they do in a lot of their themes. It's usually mental health, blurry face, or music business, right. the things they cover. And,
family.
I think he's riding around and he's eating the bread. And I see the bread is kind of like his creativity. He takes a bite and he's kind of disgusted with it. So he tosses it to the side.
Okay.
He goes to the lemonade stand and he trades a token of creativity, the bread, to the kid, and then gets the lemonade, drinks the whole cup of lemonade, but it's still like, throws the cup to the side. By the time he gets to Josh, where he's bringing him this creativity for Josh to put it all together and create something great, the creativity's ruined. And he has to go back and try again, which I think speaks to the cycle of the mental health and all the stuff, and that they'll always keep trying, if anything, for each other,
Yeah, absolutely.
And poor Josh is just sitting there looking like more concerned. Like, I really want this burger. I'm not worried. I'm not upset with you that you have to keep going back, but this burger's not a burger without my buns. So I need your buns, Tyler. Bring me the buns.
Oh no.
And here we're part of a scandal.
And
great.
That didn't sound right.
So my next bullet, I did want to talk about Saturday, and what does it mean to you in the context then? Because you said that you didn't get what I thought.
No, I just was saying I didn't think the stain part had to do with the Saturday part. I think that was, no, actually it does have to do with Saturday, but I was going to say, like, I think it's more of like what he says in Saturday of like, change your clothes. Let's move on and do something different. Like, you need to take a break kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I saw it more as like, is that a stain? Like, you should really change your clothes. Like, you've been in this spot too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
that's kind of how I saw it.
And how do you feel about the rest of the lyric? He's like, are you doing good? And he's like, yeah, thanks for asking. In a way. But I accidentally uncovered a new one yesterday. And, what happened to what I brushed under the rug? Are these bad ideas that he brushed under the rug? Is this trauma that he's brushed under the rug? Is it something I'm about to talk about in a minute when I get to the religion part? Has he swept his beliefs under the rug to try to become something?
Everything he has swept under the rug in order to move forward and continue doing music.
And he's drowning in the logistics. That makes sense.
So it's the things that are like important, but also like, I got to get this song done, or I need to get this album out. And so all of these issues are going to wait until I'm done with this.
And we haven't covered Saturday yet, so I don't want to go too much into it to ruin that. But that's how I always interpreted Saturday, was that he's taking the time to produce this music and missing out on things with his family. So I think I think when he says, I'm wishing that I never did Saturday, I don't think I think it's the song, but it's also spending Saturdays in the basement working on music instead of with my family. I wish I would have never done that particular Saturday that's sticking in my mind, where maybe I didn't go apple picking with the family because I had to finish this album.
Yeah. I've kind of felt that way too. I don't think he's saying he wishes that he never did that song particularly, or that he never did Scaled and Icy at all. I'm with you. I think it's more of like, I wish I hadn't done the things I talk about in that song. I wish I hadn't continued working on the song that I had just went and watched Friends with You. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when he says it, what happened to what I brushed under the rug? It's like, I brushed it all there and now it's like,
it's gone.
Too far gone.
It's too late.
Too late to fix it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And maybe he is in a sense saying, I wish I hadn't done Scaled and Icy. I wish I hadn't done Saturday, because it is more of a pop album. And he did say he was trying to get a little bit more happy here. And he was trying to maybe get a little bit more radio hits and get a little bit more into the pop genre. And that necessarily isn't their avenue.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's saying he specifically wishes he had never done it at all, but that he hadn't tried to get away from what he is known for.
Yeah, and he probably spent a lot of time and hours not doing other things to make it happen. And then it ended up, I don't want to say flopping, but it ultimately kind of flopped. You know what I mean? So I think that now he looks at that as what a waste. All right, are you ready?
Sure.
This is my favorite interpretation, I think.
Where are we?
We're on number 10.
Oh, okay.
We will put into our normal disclosure out there that we're Christian. That doesn't mean you have to be.
Nope.
The boys are Christian. That doesn't mean you have to be. I think there's some religious and biblical implications to this song, quite heavy actually. And I'm going to talk about those. And if you don't like it, you can skip to the end or you can just deal with it. Deal with it.
I actually think people appreciate it, honestly, because we're not trying to like shove our faith down your throat. We're just giving you I don't want to say historical context, but like we're giving you the
just
context.
Another way to think.
It's there. I mean, like we said, the boys are Christian. So whether you are or not doesn't mean that they can't be. So we're giving you their background, I guess. And
I feel like they're pretty open-minded, and I feel like the fan base is too. So it's okay to listen to this. It's not going to convert you. And like you said, I don't care what you believe in. I don't really care if you think I'm stupid when I read this.
Yeah.
I just think this is another way to look at this song. And for some people, it might interest them and some it might not. So again, that's our disclaimer. But let's talk about it. So I was looking through definitions of the word backslide, and this one came up to me. In the Bible, backsliding refers to a person who once was close to God, but turns away to follow their own desires, habits, or sin. This can also mean losing spiritual fervor. It's described as falling away from one's commitment to Christ and can be caused by distractions, disappointments, worldly influences, or neglect, or spiritual disciplines, all the normal things that kind of make you look away from the light. I think that during the blurry face rise to fame and everything that's followed, the pressure to succeed, the endless touring, starting families, everything that's involved with that, Tyler and Josh found themselves backsliding a little bit in this context. I think that the religious undertones in their music kind of took a backseat a little bit during Trench. Like you have to really look for them, whereas in Vessel, they're very prominent. Mm-hmm. I think that maybe I don't know this for a fact, but maybe they weren't able to go to church as much or kind of got away from that a little bit. And, they're not a Christian band. They're Christian people that have a band and they try to kind of put it together, but they're not a Christian band. So obviously the label and everyone else, when you're making records, is going to tell you like, this is not your lane. Stay in your lane, boy. Make what the people want to hear, make what you're known for. And so I think if you're a devout person and you've spent your life doing that and now you're kind of being forced to not do that, you fall away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was just super cool that falling away was mentioned. So in the Old Testament, the term backslide is often used to describe the nation of Israel's repeated turning away from God to worship idols, despite God's faithfulness toward them. I feel like Tyler gives into his insecurities too much at times, and there he's worshiping kind of blurry face and what that means, which is considered to be kind of like an idol versus trusting his, the path is, we're taught to believe in Christianity. The path is already lit for us. Trust in God, follow it. Yeah. It'll lead you to the right things, even though there might be some twists and turns and bumps along the way. Mm-hmm. I think Tyler kind of forgot that the path is lit for him and started worshiping these other things and fell too deep into his insecurities at times. That's my personal opinion based on what I've listened to and read. In the New Testament, this is where I thought this was really cool. Gave me a little goosebump action. The specific term isn't used, so backslide's not used, but fall away is used quite a bit. And it says falling away can be seen as pulling away from the faith or a loss of significance for the truths that you once held dear. So getting into the lyrics a little bit, that I feel the pool, the water's over my head. And I say pool weird like that because I initially thought it was like a pool. Like it's swimming
I think a lot of people felt that it was pool too. No, it's
and it would make sense because of chlorine. The chlorine reference there. If that were a thing,
it still makes sense because this is waters over your head, so people thought it was like swimming in a pool, like drowning in a pool.
Yeah, and I think it's in the digital remains where he wrote POOL and then changed it to this.
Did he? That's interesting.
I think it was changed to this because it makes sense here that I don't need to read all the lyrics for you, but he's reaching his hand above the tide. He has the strength for one more time to do that. And he'll take anything we have. If you could throw me a line, or it could be lime. I'm not sure. I should have loved you better. Do you think now's the time you should let go? I think he's, we're raising our hand to God here, asking for just one more time. Can you save me? We're recognizing that we should have loved him better throughout this process. And, but we're giving him the option that I kind of let you down. Maybe now's the time you let go and say sorry. But God will never do that.
I actually see it differently.
Well, I can't wait to hear about it.
I feel like it's I feel like Tyler's saying he should have loved himself better.
Oh, I like that.
I should have loved you better. Now is now the time you should let go of.
And let God take you.
Yes.
Oh,
let go of all
I love
those
that.
issues you're having. The pull of the water is all those other things that are pulling you away from God.
Yeah.
Is it time to just let go of those? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also love this because it's that entertain my faith thing again. Give me something. Just throw me a line that I can grab onto and hold on to, because I'm being pulled down by all these other things that are.
Yeah, and like I said, there's so many layers. That line could be us, the Clique. It could be Josh, anybody who's that line for him to pull himself back up.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I like you. I like your version better because, you know, we're taught to believe God's not going to give up on you unless you completely give up on him.
No, of course.
You know, so. But this is what I really love too, the correlation. He's tried his hand at drowning me, but I'm still on fire. At least I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. The water is the devil here, or blurry face, or however you want to unpack it, trying to drown him once again, but they can't. They're not going to do it because I got my hand up one more time. Someone's going to pull me out of this.
And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, that's drag path.
That is drag path. I just assume everybody knows.
Some people still don't have it. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the pulling is all the things pulling him away from being spiritual and being with God. And that's temptation. That's the devil drowning him again, trying to pull him down.
Yeah. And just a couple more thoughts on this Bible connection. You know, it talked about the importance of repentance, which I think is recognize. Correct me if I'm wrong on what that word means, but it's like recognizing your sins and basically giving yourself back up.
Repentance is like making up for the wrong you've done.
Yeah. Like
so when you repent is you take responsibility for it and then move forward doing better.
Right. So the Bible offers hope for restoration, with God promising to forgive those who return to him. Now, I'm not saying, like I already mentioned, that I don't think Tyler and Josh here, you know, they're together, they're Christian, they're a band, so I put them together in this. I don't think they completely pulled away from God or fell away from God, but I think they definitely feel like they have strayed over the years, whether it's in their music or just being too busy or all those things.
Everybody does.
I feel that way myself because I don't have time to go to church.
We're human.
You know what I mean?
It's
tough.
It's part of being human. Even Jesus strayed for a split second.
And I find it interesting because even our 15-year-old son mentioned this the other day, and it's very intuitive in my opinion. But, you know, him and I think that drag path is the true end of the blurry face story. And that we're seeing this repentance right in front of us in that song.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I also think that's why we're seeing a slight shift to more of a worship music feel. I think as part of their repentance, they're like saying, screw it. I don't care about what you think of us. I don't care if you don't want us to be a Christian band. We're Christian. We're recognizing it, and we're going to put more of it back into our music again.
Yeah.
Which, Christian or not, drag path is awesome. Breach is
so
awesome.
Good.
Like, I'm all
so
in.
Good.
Like, I don't care. Their music has so many layers. You can interpret it all these ways, so you don't have to be Christian to like it. But if you are, this direction is incredible, and I love it. So, in closing, this song's very deep. I think it's extremely layered. And you can take it personally in so many ways. And that's the beauty of these guys and their writing ability. They literally write this one song that's maybe 3 minutes, pretty simple musically, but has so many meanings to so many people. Mm-hmm. And it can even have 3 or 4 meanings to the same person like me. So it's just incredible. And it's another perfect representation of this cycle of life and what our brains are going through.
Absolutely.
That's my TED Talk.
I like it.
Thanks.
I think they should be Ned Talks, though.
Yeah, you're right. You already did that one, but yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Did I do okay?
You did. You did great.
I'm always so self-conscious.
Like
That's
Tyler,
my...
he asks every night, how are we doing for you? Like, everyone's gonna be like, you're all right.
Well, listen, that's my biggest insecurity besides my voice itself. But one of my... Like, I'm surprised I'm able to do this because if we ever got a comment that said, man, that guy JJ is stupid and he really doesn't know what he's talking about and I hate listening to the show, it would break me. I don't know if
it would break me, but yes, I'd be very upset.
Yeah. Like I want to do well for you.
Yeah.
And for you and for all of our audience. So I hope it was okay.
Yes. You did a nice job.
Thank you. Not as polished as you are as a speaker. And you really deliver the information, but
No, stop.
I do the best I can, and I hope you guys liked it.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Good show.
Nice job.
Well done. Yeah.
Well done.
Always great doing this with you. It's fun to talk about these things and
Yes, it is.
get the different perspectives. Even though we're under the same roof, we don't talk about it until we record this.
Well, I think we
lot of
purposely
times.
don't now. So we have stuff to talk about.
Well,
how
I
many
think,
times we've been like, oh, did you see that? Never mind. We'll save it for the show.
Listen, my advice to anyone out there, couples or otherwise, is try to find an hour of uninterrupted time to talk about something you're passionate about. Because even if it is a band or anything else, like I don't care what it is.
We're passionate about two other men.
No, we're passionate about the music, and that's what it's about.
Just kidding.
And the effect it's had on us mentally and our family. And I think that
Yes.
we're not going to do this throughout the course of our day, but I think it's really important to bounce these perspectives off of each other, learn a lot about each other. So when you're not listening to us, go talk to your partner or your friend about 21 Pilots or about us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? All right. We are clickbait, and so are you. And what did you say earlier? Oh, no twerking to trees.
Yeah.
Trees is not the song
Trees
to twerk
is not
to.
the song that you twerk to.
All right.
Stay alive, friends.
Show.